85% of people prefer text over email and phone calls because they want to engage in a conversation. All text messaging is not equal. Customers respond to people, not bots. Be more like people and start having conversations that end in conversions. Use Scipio.
You're listening to Steal This Idea, the only podcast that's cage-free, gluten-free, non-GMO.
You're a thief and a liar.
I only lied about being a thief.
Steal.
Lie.
We're gonna steal the ship.
Commandant, Lord Lieutenant.
An idea that is fully formed, fully understood, that sticks.
For someone like you to steal?
Ideas are bulletproof.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Steal this idea.
Okay, that's fine. Stop.
Okay.
Stop, Matt. When will you learn?
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hello again, thieves. We're back. Steal This Idea. Scott, Andre,
I'm here.
and a new guest in the house.
Not Jordan.
Not Jordan this time, much to his chagrin.
Jordan would be on the podcast every week if it were up to him.
If it were up to him. It's Matt Hurley.
Hey guys, how are you?
Matt is a colleague of ours. He's got a. He kind of gave me a tease of this idea, and I was like, Matt, we need this on the podcast. So I'm excited for Andre to see it, to hear it, to get some.
I'm excited.
Some Andre feedback.
By way of introduction, Matt just told us moments before pressing the record button that first of all, he gets a call from his wife, and they're talking on the phone, and I think originally maybe it's about a child, and then it sounds like it's maybe about a dog.
Oh, put it down for a nap, and I think
just give us some food and water, and it'll be fine. And then Matt hangs up the phone, and he says that it's his pet
Mallard.
It's a
mallard, his pet duck. Matt, what's the story?
Yeah.
By way of introduction, tell us about your duck.
So my wife was at a pond with our kids and found an abandoned duck egg. And
So
was
this
like,
is a rescue duck.
This is a rescue duck. This duck would have not made it had my wife not intervened. And she bought an incubator off of Amazon, brought it home. We incubated it for 30 days. And 3 weeks ago, we had a duck. Short story, we've tried to return it back. None of the other ducks will take it. So we're kind of just stuck with a duck.
Oh, so you're saying you tried to take the duck back to its presumably family, and they're like, that's not our duck anymore.
That's your duck now.
It's imprinted on a new family.
And it was very traumatic for my kids. They were like crying. Even my wife was beside herself. And so we actually left it there overnight. I went back this morning and got the duck back.
No
He
way.
was just walking around by himself. I
Yeah.
don't have a family. Quack, quack,
3-week-old
quack.
duck.
Oh.
Still doesn't have all her feathers. We think it's a girl.
Yeah.
And
That's amazing.
No
anyway,
name.
super cute.
We're doing a no name thing.
Its name is Speedy Squirt Hurley. Named by our kids.
That sounds like a kid's name. Well, Matt, awesome to have you on the podcast.
Thanks, guys.
You listen to most episodes?
Yeah, I love your podcast. Big fan. That's why I was excited to be here.
Is there an idea particularly that you're like, I think that's the best one so far?
Ooh, that's tough. I actually really want to try the cereal that Andre talked about, the protein cereal.
Just you wait, Andre.
Matt, if I had known, I would have brought it in today because, whoa, I've got a lot to say about the cereal.
Yes,
we'll come back to that. That's a teaser for later.
I'm a big fan of keto, and I really liked that idea. So,
Awesome.
Yeah, not for long.
Well, let's hop right into our most popular segment here, Good Idea, Bad Idea. I'll kick it off here. If you fellas want to click that Zoc relief link I just sent out. Now, when I saw this, it looked like, in my mind, some sort of alien torture device. It's obviously not meant for that. It's meant for the exact opposite, to reduce pressure, stress, and tension in the head.
The opposite of alien torture is stress reduction. I don't know if that's quite right, but really interesting.
It's a little unjarring to me. I don't know. For some reason, it just feels like I don't want it.
It looks weird.
So to describe this, it's looks like a one of those, like an eyedropper with a kind of a bigger base, and at the end it looks like 3 sizable headphones that like replaceable headphone buds, just kind of stacked on top of each other. And presumably, what you're doing with this device is, if you've got a headache or a migraine, you kind of press some air right into your ear canal.
No,
Oh my
no,
gosh.
not doing it. Bad idea.
This seems like for scuba divers or someone who's like trying to change the pressure in their head.
Yeah,
It's wrong. That you shouldn't do that. You should. And this website's awful, but literally, it's like pumper for air and you push it into your head. That's not right. That is not a solution to.
Well, according to Dr. John D. Hatch, who went to a local university here in Utah.
This is a Utah company. Should I be worried that these guys are going to come after me?
Maybe, I don't know. He has a whole science behind Zoc and how it reduces tension. I'm kind of in the non-believer camp. I'd put this in the muse category of like, prove me wrong. I would try it once, but there's no way on a whim I'd see this and be like, yes, I'd love to jam this in my ear.
I will say though, people with like real like chronic headaches, they will try anything to find a solution. And this isn't so far into the realm. See, now that I know that they're in Utah, I'm like, actually, I'm going to walk back my opinion. It isn't so far in the realm of dangerous to be like, oh, I wouldn't use it, but it wouldn't be my default solution. No way.
That's true. I would totally try this product.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
If I had a really bad headache or I was feeling pressure, I would. Sometimes people get to a place where they're just like, okay, let's try anything. I'm not feeling very well.
I will say this. I just got a notification at the bottom left of the website that just popped up and said, Amanda from California just bought this. As if it's like a feed of people buying
Sarah from North Hollywood, California, just
it.
purchased.
Amazing. I wonder how effective that is.
I mean, it's comforting to know that other people would buy this product.
Oh, Courtney from Littleton, Colorado.
go.
She just purchased it. Anyway, I think this is, I'm going to say, slightly bad idea. I honestly think they could make this look a little less
Scary.
It looks too clinical. It looks like I would do something wrong and I would do serious damage somehow. I don't know what you would do, but I feel like you can make this look a little more welcome.
Yeah.
It does look like an alien probe tool.
It's scary.
Yes. That was literally my first. I was like, this is
frightening.
bad things are happening with this device. All right, let's go with Andre. What you got for us?
First up is Inkbox. I actually was talking to somebody, I couldn't even tell you who, but somebody that actually buys these and uses these regularly. And basically they're maybe adult temporary tattoos. They have a huge selection. I think that the idea is that they've come up with some proprietary formula that they last 2 weeks, I guess. So a lot longer than your average,
So this isn't
tattoo.
henna.
It's not henna. It's some special ink that they've developed. Because henna even, I think, would last longer than 2 weeks.
So it's like Sharpie then.
Sharpie.
Okay, you're simplifying their model in a big way. But that's the idea, is a temporary tattoo that lasts like 2 weeks. And it's definitely targeted for adults. It's not for... I mean, I'm sure you could put them on a kid, but the idea is you get a tattoo.
You can make your own. It looks
black only. It doesn't look like you can do any color. And they have like 1 million designs.
Yeah, I actually think this is a really cool idea just to be able to kind of experiment with tattoos before you make the plunge and
I
do
kind
something
of wish.
permanent.
So I have a tattoo. We probably have all known that, but I like my tattoo. I'm satisfied with it, but I probably maybe would have played with the placement more. And I feel like if I could have done something like this just to try like 5 locations, that would have been probably pretty nice. And then also, just to feel more comfortable with the idea of something permanent, you do something temporary for 2 weeks. You're like, okay, I can get used to this.
Would you get this one here that says Avada Kedavra with Harry Potter?
Why would you get the killing curse on your
Seems
body?
like
That feels like you're aligned with the wrong group if you get that. Not right.
Yeah, I'm not much of a tattoo guy. In fact, they kind of... I get it.
Watch yourself.
I know. I'm amongst people with tattoos. I'm like, they kind of bug me a little bit. I'm like, they seem like they matter more than people make them out to matter, personally.
Sure.
I think this is a great idea because I think a lot of people love the idea of a tattoo. And a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people have tattoo regret, but they're like, maybe this wasn't the best decision to make. So this is a great, you get that fix. I wish 2 weeks, I wish it was longer, like 2 months maybe.
Yeah, but there's some limit to technology, I'm sure. Like, you can only go so deep in your skin without being permanent.
Even 1 month, 1 month I feel like I would be a little more inclined. Like, sure, let's try a tattoo for a month, but 2 weeks just feels like.
No, it's a little too temporary, especially for $20 a pop for 2 weeks. That's.
I guess I don't know what's the going rate of a regular tat. Like, how much was, if you don't mind me asking?
I paid a lot for this, but I bought it in like on a strip in Vegas, so it was a little bit more
marked up.
But I would say like the average tattoo based on the size of these would be like $200-$300.
Oh, okay.
So. But
it's permanent.
Yeah, but I mean, you could buy a shirt for $20, and a shirt will last you years.
Not 2
versus
weeks.
these 2 week temporary tattoos.
Yeah.
I've seen Inkbox before, and I wanted them to solve an issue for me, which is that I hate wearing rings. And I need a wedding ring, and this is obviously more, even though it's still a temporary thing, it's still way more permanent than just a ring you're putting on or can take off at any time, right? And I hate wearing rings, and I was like, I actually reached out to these guys. I emailed Inkbox and said, hey, I need a ring tattoo so that I don't have to keep putting on my wedding ring. And I was kind of hoping that they would fix that.
You're like, if I buy 10 ring tattoos and put them all on at once,
How long will it last?
how long does it last me? All right, Matt, what do you got for us?
Sure. So I was scrolling through my feed today, and I saw an ad for a pickle corn dog.
Pickle corn dog? That literally made my stomach turn.
So it's a pickle.
Disgusting.
They hollow it out, put a hot dog in, batter it, fry it like a corn dog.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
what?
whoa.
That's not what I was thinking.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
A pickle. They say you.
Oh, a pickled corn dog.
No.
No.
Wait. So explain it again.
I was thinking you take just the pickle
Yes.
and dip it in sauce, and then
It's basically that with a hot dog
In the
through
middle.
a
that
hollowed
adds a
out
whole
pickle.
nother layer of disgusting on top of it. So
Yeah.
they're hollowing out a pickle, jamming a hot dog inside, and then
Yes.
making it a corn
Exactly.
dog. Oh my word! Who wants this?
I just sent you a link, Scott. There's a GIF, and it's literally watching them shove the corn dog into the pickle is disgusting.
And it kind of slides around in there too, so it's not like staying together for someone when they're eating it either.
Oh my gosh.
what-
It's called a dilly dog. Just
Dilly
to kinda
dog.
get the name out there.
I can't tell if this is being satiric. It says these corn dog pickles will make your mouth water and your life complete. No,
That's just how BuzzFeed people talk. Like,
Oh my god!
The thing is, there has been
This is for Ted Bundy. He
yeah,
wanted this.
exactly.
there's been a craze somewhat around fried pickles. It seems like you can get fried pickles a lot of places
Does
now.
seem an uptick in fried pickles.
Fried pickles.
Yeah, this is disgusting. One of the grossest things I've ever seen.
Hard bad idea. Probably the worst idea that has come to this podcast.
Congratulations, Matt. You found the worst thing on the internet. Okay, I got one more here. This is an Indiegogo project, which I think must have hit its mark because obviously I'm seeing ads for it. This is a device called Sonny, Sonny, which is a portable bidet for eco-conscious humans. So, unlike a regular bidet, which I guess is too not eco-conscious, which sprays maybe too much water, I guess. I wouldn't consider bidets all that unfriendly, but this is like it's like the base of a mag flashlight without the head, and there's like a little switch that like kind of pops out the squirting mechanism, and you literally there's like an artist rendering, which is kind of horrifying, but you hold it in your hand as you're in the bathroom, and you kind of just like it'd be like putting a flashlight between your legs and just like cleaning it out down there.
I honestly kind of love this idea. I have to be real with you. I what I worry about is the pressure, because since it's a handheld device versus like it's connected to your toilet and
how much
uses-
pressure truly could be coming from
and
this
pressure
thing.
I assume is important in the bidet situation.
Just as is in cleaning most products.
But I mean, overall, it would look fine on a counter. It would require a lot less installation than an actual bidet.
I will say this. I tried to install a bidet in my toilet one time, and it just so happened that like where it needed to hook into the water valve, that space in my bathroom is like tiny, like the tiniest it could be. And I couldn't quite get a good leverage in there. And so I got so upset that I punched a hole in my door.
What?
Because I couldn't. Now, that sounds pretty extreme. I just punched the door because I was really mad. It kind of like dented the door and like popped. It was like a pretty thin door.
Yeah.
My wife was very like, that's very out of character for me.
Yeah, that it does. I hope that that's out of character. You psycho. That's,
My first reaction to this was kind of, no, this is a terrible idea, because I really like using actually like the wet wipes, the flushable wet wipes,
Which are
terrible.
Yeah,
they're terrible for the environment, right? And so I've actually, now that I've thought about this, I was like, this is actually a really good idea.
Yeah, I think it's one of those like, this seems unnerving, but I get actually my biggest problem is like holding on to this rod as you're like going in and out of doing your business, and then
It's a little awkward.
putting it back on. It's like you're cleaning this thing now. Like if somebody gross used it, like I don't know. There's something gonna.
That actually is a really good point, which is, and my first thought was that this would look great on a countertop. In reality, it's kind of disgusting to have on a countertop.
It is.
Yeah.
Actually,
Like,
yeah. Do you
I
have
don't
your
wanna-
own? Does everyone have their own with their name on it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if there's some sort of self-cleaning
Yeah.
mechanism, or I don't know.
That flips me right to bad idea, because the thought of like having this actually,
It just looks
it's something. I
awkward.
mean, you hold it, like, so
It's a flashlight.
Horrible idea.
Yeah, it's like it's in your hand. If you live
Horrible,
by
yeah.
yourself, I guess. Like if I live me in a
No,
studio.
even by myself though, I don't want. Yeah, the fact that I have to touch it is too much.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. Wait, I want to go back to wet wipes really quick, which is that the not to shame anybody in the office, but somebody in the office I caught the other day
I know who you're talking about.
going to the first floor with a pack of wet wipes in their hand. And wet wipes, while I understand, I think it's a little much to be like, I got to take my wet wipes with me to work.
It does.
It's like a little bit much.
You're right. They should be everywhere already.
Agreed.
They should be offered by.
Unfortunately, we don't
whoever's-
live in that society.
Well, they have like
So I gotta
pocket
say,
ones.
just leave them at home, or get something that can fit in your pocket.
Yeah,
Versus
they-
like holding a freaking honking package of wet wipes.
like a baby wipes
Yep.
size.
I was like, that's a little.
I know who you're
much.
talking about, and there has been a time where I'm like, hey, I know where you're going.
Exactly, and that's what happened with
Kinda
me. I
shameless.
was like,
It's
oh,
like,
where are
okay.
you going? Yeah.
I think maybe do we want to keep going or do we want to wrap it up? What do we
I really want to do my
that's okay.
my other idea just because it's really interesting.
Alright, what we got?
So this is called. I don't. It doesn't really even have a name. It's just called Meet Your Baby, which doesn't really make sense. But basically, it's the baby cardboard VR headset that allows you to
so much-
visually.
so much to unpack there.
I know. The product almost doesn't even make sense to me, but essentially, here's the tag. Normally, expectant parents just get the printed photos or a video clip of their baby after the ultrasound. Now your ultrasound images and video will be transformed into a virtual reality experience like no other. You will get closer to your baby than ever before. Your order includes a VR cardboard headset as well. So basically, I think you load your ultrasound photos into this VR experience.
and it like 3Difies it?
And then you're able to visually
Look
explore,
around the head.
which is so freaking weird to me.
Is it trying to like make it so as if you're in there? As if
I
you're,
mean,
like
so
Welcome to the womb.
in
you
the
don't have
amniotic
to
sac.
totally watch the video, but the video and the header is pretty compelling, which is literally they basically hand it to the daughter, and yeah, you're basically in there with the baby. It's very. It's a little bit much to me. I got to be real. Not having a kid, not really knowing what the whole baby deal is about, but it's a little bit weird to me.
Here's the thing. So I remember getting that part.
It's creepy, right? It's vaguely creepy.
Second 11 is very unnerving.
Partially developed humans.
Yeah, that's so I remember getting my ultrasounds for both my kids, and the first one is like, oh wow, like
There's something in there.
That's cute.
Yeah.
It's up on the TV. That's great, and I'm sure obviously a little more impactful for the mother. I never felt like, man, if only I could just get a closer look.
Yeah.
I was like, that's about as much as I need to see. I think. Like,
Yeah.
he's alive. He's doing well. Like, that's
I mean,
great.
we can be honest. Like, it's gross. They're babies that are developing.
Yeah.
They're not really meant. There's a reason they're inside. They're developing still. So we don't need to see them. As humans, we weren't meant to see babies in that state.
The half-baked baby.
Now, here's what I will say. This is how I think you can improve this. If you kind of take it a level over the top, and it's just like first time. It's like a first time baby experience with a voiceover from Morgan Freeman and a video before and after that's like, welcome to the miracle of life. And it slowly transitions into your baby. And then like, you know,
I like that.
Maybe incorporates, it syncs with Google Photos or whatever. And like,
Yeah.
something that's
It's like one of those Facebook birthday videos.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah, you
incorporating.
have this like imagine two couples coming together, you know, like making this beautiful thing. And it's like so over the top. Like it's like you have to experience this. I would actually love that because then it's like a whole thing. This is like I would get it and pop it and be like, there he is.
There he is.
And I guess I'll never use this again.
Yeah.
How much was this?
I think
$50?
it's $50, wasn't
This
it?
seems like it's $50.
Morgan Freeman doing a
Select your
voiceover
soundtrack.
about someone in my family would be
give you-
incredible.
It does give you a soundtrack, which is nice.
Select your. You can't actually see the price without adding a image. So I'm just going to throw the old.
Also, the only
Headshot
options here
in
are
there.
calm music, cute music, and sentimental music. No. You need to have some better. I want a freaking banger going on in there.
$29.95.
Yeah, so $35 after shipping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass.
But
on
it
this.
includes
really-
the cardboard VR headset. So
The
Well,
thing
of
that
course.
Google gives out for free. That thing. I like an iota of this idea, but I think who is buying? There was no pain point for this. Like
No.
people are completely satisfied with ultrasounds. Like it isn't solving anything. Bad idea. Matt, do you agree?
Yeah, I think it's a bad idea. I like the premise of it, but it's just another thing that's like at one of those like fetal photo centers that they might try to sell to you that I would never buy.
Even that I understand. I'm like, was the ultrasound not enough? Do you need the 3D rendering?
Yeah.
no.
How often do you go back and watch those guys?
All right. Well, I think it's time to move into the main event here.
I think it's time.
Matt, we're really excited.
And this has been hyped up to me pretty hard. So
I will say this. It definitely, one of the pain points that Matt brought up to me, I was like, oh, wow, that actually makes a lot of sense because I've experienced something like that. You may not have experienced that yet, but I think you'll be able to understand.
I'm such a young gun for this podcast.
Such a
That's
young
how I always
gun.
feel with this.
This is definitely a family problem, or a
family
person,
problem.
or I should say, living with young
Yes.
children.
Someday I
problem.
hope I have a family problem.
All right, palate's cleansed. Matt, hit us with what you got here.
Okay, so here's the problem and this is actually an idea I worked on a couple years ago. I really was actually going to develop this product. I was so interested in doing it, whether it's a
Yeah.
good idea or bad idea or not.
I mean, you put money into this.
I did. I'm open to criticism on this idea, but this was a real problem that I got to the point where I was fed up with, and I was like, I need to solve this. I'm willing to solve this, and I just haven't followed through. I haven't put the money into it. I did look into getting it manufactured in China, but let's talk about the problem. So here's the issue. I have 3 little boys under the age of 7 in my house, and all of them, as toddlers, would get into my stuff. They'd get into my hygiene stuff, particularly my razors, and it was actually kind of dangerous where I was like, I couldn't get my razors far enough away from my kids
Climbing up to
for
get
them
up.
to not get into them.
I am dreading the day because my son Jack, he's like grabbed at the container a few times. I'm like, it's just a matter of time before he's getting one of these suckers out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they see me using it.
Yeah.
I'm putting it on my face.
Yeah.
And it's actually kind of terrifying. All of my kids cut their little fingers, and it was just like so heartbreaking for me or my wife if
Yeah.
we ever like, it's like so fast with kids. Half a second they get into it, and it's, that's one of the big problems I was trying to solve.
And it's not just razors too. Like there are cosmetic products that are like expensive hair gels. All sorts
Yeah.
of things that like kids smear, kids get into. They like, oh, I'll dump all of this out. Oh, your $25 makeup that's like a quarter sized. Sorry, mom, that's going out.
Yeah, and something that's kind of gross is me and my wife have the same toothbrush, and we have the same. It's the same toothbrush. And
So you share a toothbrush, or they just look the same?
no, they just look the same.
Okay.
Very important distinction there.
But
you don't know.
there
which
doesn't
is
seem to be a
which.
problem in my wife's mind if there's a little mix up, where I'm the exact opposite. And
I gotta be real with you. I'm on your wife's team here. Like, we also have the same toothbrush, and I don't care really. Like,
Yeah,
I just don't.
see?
Kinda like
I'm
sharing
not.
a towel.
like,
It's like
I
you're
kiss that
cleaning.
mouth, we can
I
share
mean, you
toothbrush.
wash it after. It's just like I don't know.
All right.
See, I kind of want it.
Says the guy doesn't want to hold the bidet stick.
That's completely different.
And the other thing is that whenever my kids get into my stuff, it always ends up all over the house or in
Yeah.
places, including my toothbrush, that you would never want to put your toothbrush. And so I was like, I need something to keep my stuff safe where I left it until I return. And so I said to my wife, I was like, I need a safe.
A gun safe.
I said,
need
well,
a
what's
gun
the most practical thing? And so I basically designed this little 12 by 12 by 4 handgun safe that's made out of plastic.
It kind of looks like if you had like a portable DVD burner, about that size. Like,
Right.
With a 4-digit combo and a key.
yeah, it opens up like a little caboodle.
Yeah.
And it's just somewhere
lunchbox.
I could put all of my stuff, all of my hygiene stuff, and know and have that peace of mind that it would be there when I got back.
Yeah.
And I also incorporated UV sanitization so I could actually clean my toothbrush and my razor
I like that.
while it was just sitting there. We
Yeah.
did actually even take it one step further. We actually added a battery. So if you took this on the road with you, you could charge your devices with this as well.
Charge
Because
your
you're
razor,
going to
charge your
need the
phone.
electronics for the UV anyway. Might as
Yeah.
well add that in if you're taking it with you. So that's the idea. I thought it would solve all my problems. Someone build it for me, please.
Yeah.
Andre.
Good idea, bad idea? I think it's a good idea. I think so. Not having kids, I think that the pitch for me is more, I'm really into the UV sanitization situation. So if you designed an elegant looking box that could go on my counter.
That's what I said. The box design would be like critical. in this.
Exactly. If there was a nice, I always say on the podcast, like Apple looking box that goes on my counter that UVs my toothbrush and like all my other bathroom hygiene components, my razor, all this stuff. Because I am super sensitive about bacteria, which we've talked about a lot in the office lately.
Andre, just to give the listeners an idea here. Let's say I opened up a can of Coke right now, and then we left to go to lunch, and then came back. Would you drink that open?
Not for $1 million billion. I don't know. There's something in my head where, to me, if you put a can of soda out, bacteria forms on it immediately. So you're basically in a race against the clock to drink the drink.
The bacteria sees the open can, they're like, get it!
Exactly.
Go run in!
So anyway, as a result, I'm really into something UV on my counter. And if it looks nice, then all the better. And then I think the second component is the way you market it is it's a UV sanitization tray, box,
travel
whatever,
kit.
and it locks.
And it locks.
Yeah. For traveling or for nosy kids or whatever.
Yeah. Or for mean roommates that think it's okay to share deodorant.
Exactly.
That is probably I mean, that's the thing, I imagine. Is it something that you could you extend it at all past toiletries where it's like I'm putting my phone in there, putting my watch in there?
Yeah. Well, and there's like
it doubles as like basically just like a personal safe.
Yeah, there's similar products. I don't know that any of them have mass market appeal, but there is products now that do it for your phone, right? Where it's like you dump it in here, it UVs it.
Yeah.
But yeah, which I would be into as well. If it looked nice, right?
Yeah,
If it looked nice.
I was telling Matt, I
Okay.
think like a nice wood finish with like he did put it on your little table there. You just kind of get in the habit. Like right now, we have just like a basic wood thing you get from Target or whatever. I'm jamming my toothbrush and doing it anyway, or it's already in there. And yeah, all it's gonna take is one day for Jack to realize that he can reach that stuff and just start going to town on it. You know,
It's exciting. It's a present. Just break into that thing.
yeah.
Maybe that's a downside to this.
And I don't even have the most like there are kids who are smearers and there are kids who are like destroyers. They're actively looking for things to just ruin. My brother's kids when they were young, they were like you come home and just like lipstick everywhere.
Oh, man.
I wonder too, like would you make like a male and a female kind of esque version where like the woman
Ooh, that's a good idea.
like if the woman's was maybe a little more elongated,
Yeah.
it could fit like
More
makeup.
different types of objects, basically.
because they have more valuable stuff. Like there's very expensive makeup that you can buy that's like low in quantity, and if that stuff's getting ruined, like I can imagine you putting a whole bunch of stuff in that.
Yeah, if you could kind of identify a couple different target markets with and then make it accordingly, I think that you could get some traction with this product.
I do love the idea of a black one and a white one just nestled up right next to each other, his and hers.
Oh yeah.
Well, and like I'm also like pretty into bathroom organization, and what I hate is just like counter clutter.
Yes.
Which we have an enormous amount of now. So anything that helps me organize.
Just throw it in the. Oh yeah, what's the name of this, by the way?
I called it Razor Safe or the Man Box, but it could actually be anything.
I think razor safe. Again, my whole play is all around sterilization, UV.
Maybe more towards the.
That's where I
cleaning.
go. But the other angle, you're right, is razor safe. Like keep your stuff away from your kids.
As far as the counter clutter, that was actually part of the inspiration for this as well. Is my wife goes all over and I just have my little space, and I just want it to be protected.
Yeah.
Don't get your makeup on my toothbrush, please.
How about this ToileTrust, like a toiletry, like ToileTrust?
ToileTrust.
That's the as seen on TV name for it. Not quite the Apple vision that I'm promoting.
Trust has locks in it. It's toiletries. It's got it all. Anyway, I think this is a great idea.
It is a great idea.
And the mock-up here that you made, I think looks pretty slick.
What would you pay for this?
It seems like it's gonna have to be at that $50 mark.
I mean, for UV, if you sold me a...
Like I don't see it selling less than 50. Is what I'm saying.
Would you pay more than 100?
I would pay more if you sold me an aluminum box with UV.
Yeah, I can.
Then
see.
I will pay over $100.
Yeah, if it's like your basic model for $65.99, and you have your wood one for $99, and you have your like metal aluminum for like
that's really like a
$125,
like a gun safe.
It's a little more like it's like direct from Apple's warehouse.
Then I'll pay a substantial amount.
Okay, that's 3 thumbs up, Matt.
Wow,
you've done it.
Pretty good.
We're impressed. I'm impressed. Listeners, would you get the ToileTrust? Which is what everyone has agreed to call it.
The new Scott has inserted.
Call
this
it something different.
I will not be calling it ToileTrust, but I would get it.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, let's wrap it up. Before we get into our mailbag, Andre has
product updates.
He has several product updates. So first off, still loving the neck head, the neck.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And what's weird is my cat is weirdly attracted to it. Like he carries it around with him through the house, so it's kind of it's making for a fun cat toy as well. Love the neck thing, great purchase. Will use on travel. Highly recommend it. The turtle pillow.
Turtle, that's right. Now, last time you were doing it again. Another impulse decision.
Yeah,
and you had a little bit of hijinks going on there.
Let's remember this. So. Review the what's it called, the shelf socket, I think it's called.
That sounds right.
The shelf socket. I actually walked out of the podcast and thought that I had not purchased it. I was like, oh, I'm out of this, I don't like it,
because at the time of the website it was like making you upgrade to the nicer one.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not going to buy this then if it's
and I left this conversation saying I didn't buy that because the website was so shady. Then I get back to my desk minutes later, I check my email, there's a confirmation that I did actually purchase it. At some point I must have confirmed it. I don't know what happened.
Not the expensive one, though, just the regular.
Just the regular.
You did get what you wanted.
I somehow got out of the upgrade, which was good. So I have one socket shelf at my house right now. Pretty good. I think, still testing it out.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still figuring it out.
I told my wife about it, and she was like, what is that? And I was like, oh, no, like you could. And she's like, why? And I was really surprised. I thought she would, of all people, because the bathroom play, I think is the smartest one.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I guess. I was like, oh, well, I guess maybe.
Yeah. So to her credit, it feels like a cheap piece of junk. And that's where I'm at in the store. However, it does have a shelf. It does have 4 outlets. It has 2 USB chargers.
Yeah.
So I'm still figuring it out. I think if I could do anything over again, I wish it came in black. Because it's in that cheap white plastic category right now. I wish it came in black, but the shelf secures.
It's sturdy enough.
It's sturdy. It feels fine.
You got 6 outlets in case you got to charge.
It would easily hold a toothbrush, some hair gel. What
about a blow dryer? Could you get a blow dryer on that?
That's not a bad idea.
A small blow dryer,
not like a regular big one.
Maybe. I think if you put
the big side up.
What's tough, and here's the other thing I think they could probably do to improve it, is if the shelf had like a rubberized material, because it's that slippery plastic.
Things
so
get wet.
Unfortunately, your blow dryer would fall off it almost for sure. But with a little rubberized grip and in black, I think it is still a good product.
Should we send him a comment card?
Yeah.
And then Matt brought up it was on keto. He too was intrigued by the magic spoon.
Magic spoon.
I want to try it.
I got an Instagram.
I'll bring some in. But let me also say that stuff is, the cost per ounce is enormous. So know that you're eating basically gold. So here's the thing. I get the box, and I had it delivered to my parents' house. So I actually sat at my parents' house for weeks. But finally, I go over and I get it. And immediately I'm struck by how small the box is, because it's supposed to be 4 boxes of cereal in there. So I'm like, maybe I'm driving home. I'm thinking about the box in the back seat. And I'm like, maybe there's only 2 boxes in there, because it's not big enough. It's literally not big enough. I'm like, something weird is happening. So I get home and I open the box and I'm just stunned because it's so much smaller. So you're thinking that you're getting a standard box of cereal, at least for the enormous cost. You're getting a box of cereal. No, not the case. You're getting probably at least 25% smaller than the average cereal box.
And then
Is it like a Lay's potato chips type of situation where you're like getting like half the bag of chips? Like an error.
It's just crazy. So the box is smaller, and then the standard proportion of the bag to the box situation. So overall, you're getting actually less cereal than you ever thought possible.
Wow.
In a smaller box. Taste wise,
Andre also sent me a picture. He's like, here's a bag of Cheerios.
Exactly.
And here's
compared.
a
Full bag of Cheerio, full bag of.
And it was like
side comparison.
easily half the size.
Easily.
Oh,
Easily
man.
half. So it's starting to look like a scam. I think it's just what's hard is they're obviously selling you a box of cereal, but the box is smaller than you think.
Yeah.
And the portion is smaller than you think. And as far as taste goes, I don't know if you all have ever had like Halo Top ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a keto-ish
Yeah.
ice cream. And what always strikes me about Halo Top is like you pick up the pint and the pint is really light.
It's light.
Like,
It's like, I'm buying nothing.
I
This
think
should be heavier.
similar category. It's like regular cereal is definitely more filling. This hits the like sweet, crunchy sensation. It does not hit the filling breakfast sensation.
Oh, interesting.
See, sweet crunchy never happens on keto. That
No,
never
it
happens.
doesn't. So
That's why I think this is
this
actually
is there. It does taste authentically sweet.
It's not too crunch. Like one of my problems with like off cereals is like you got the Cheerios, but then you got like the Smith's Kroger Cheerios, and they're like weirdly too crunchy or like
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too crunchy. Definitely not too crunchy, but it hits the sensation of eating cereal, but it does not serve as like a meal replacement.
I wonder if it's similar to the Quest chips. Have you ever had the Quest chips?
No, but I've seen them.
They really fall apart really easily, and I think they're pretty much made out of protein powder.
Yes. I didn't do like a milk
they're okay.
bowl test.
They're
Like, I
pretty
didn't
good.
say like, oh, pour the bowl and then put the milk in and then see how long they hold up.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling it would not be very long.
They just fall apart.
Yeah.
So
You gotta eat fast.
So you're saying is you would not recommend Magic Spoon?
I gotta be real. I can't recommend Magic Spoon because it's not really like gonna be a breakfast option for you. I don't think it's not for me, and they're, I believe, deceptive about how much cereal you're getting.
What if somebody did this? Because I think in keto, it's like, okay, I could eat something gross because it's keto, or like I know it's not going to taste as good, right?
Yeah.
What if somebody came out and they're like, all right, multi-meal size bag.
Yeah.
It's less tasty, you know it is, but it's cereal. It's sweeter than Cheerios or Rice Krispies, but it's just a big portion, and like you could eat this strictly, and like that'll get you through your day. I think there's a market for that.
I would buy that.
Easily. Yeah.
I would totally eat that because you never, like I said, you never get that sensation of crunchy and sweet when you're doing keto, and it really fills a void. That's like one of the only voids I ever felt in keto, is that I wanted something crunchy and sweet. Yep.
Yeah. I think if you could eat more of it, like if you could eat a lot of it,
Yeah.
like, okay, this is an
How
easy way.
complicated could this recipe be
to
for
just consume
freaking
calories.
grain sugar or whatever it is?
I don't know.
I think the problem is the ingredients just aren't as cheap as
Yeah.
corn and rice,
Yeah.
and
But I'm okay with spending more though, but it has to then be
Yeah, like
good-
a good amount. Not,
Right,
not
yeah.
feel like you're getting freaking scammed.
feel ripped off.
All right, we're gonna do a couple mailbag here. Were there any other products that you bought on a whim, Andre, that I've skipped over?
the shelf, the pillow, Magic Spoon. I think that's all.
Okay. All right, couple mailbag here. So we have one from Hunter. Now, he pitched this to us, and in my mind, I was like, I think this exists, and I think it's coming out in the next iPhone.
Oh yeah, it is. And I immediately replied and was like, "This is coming out, Hunter."
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
So he said there should be a Apple should roll out some feature where they call it Apple Juice, where you can charge someone else's phone, charge your AirPods or whatever. And I think that's happening.
I mean, Apple rumors are Apple rumors. Some of them come true, some of them don't. But the rumor is like if I take an iPhone 10 and an iPhone 10 and I mate them, functionally,
Put them together.
then they can share
They came together.
power, which
Yeah.
doesn't. That seems like honestly purely useless to me.
Oh,
Actually.
yeah.
Because if my phone's low, first of all, if my phone is high and your phone's low,
Yeah.
get out
You
of
ain't
my way.
touching my
no,
battery.
exactly. Like that's a you problem for sure. And also, it's just really inconvenient for us to join phones for a period of time.
It seems like there would be a lot of energy loss
Yeah.
There has
Like,
to
you're like,
be.
it seems like a waste. Like if it's like
Yeah.
you can't go from 60 and then go 30-30. Like it's going to be
No.
like 60 to 10
Yeah.
and 10.
Yes.
And there's like
the
energy-
electrical engineer in me says not possible.
Yeah, I Samsung rolled this out, I think, on their most recent Note phones, where you can like charge other stuff, and I'm like, why? Who?
Yeah.
Like, just make charging faster, get bigger batteries. Like any other solution they have there, better than like sharing. Yeah.
This reminds me of me and my wife fighting over the charger in our car on like a road trip and being like, well, we should probably at least have one phone that works
Yeah.
instead of two phones that are about to die.
My wife always, I never have a charger in the car, in the van, and I'm always like, hey, can you navigate? Because if I navigate, my phone will just die because GPS takes so much battery. But
Right.
I do think Apple Juice is a clever name, though.
Apple
So,
juice.
shout out on the name.
Shout out the name,
else
everything
about
else.
it sucks.
Been it. This one's from Alex Bean. He's we're gonna try and get him on the podcast, maybe on the next episode, the next B
The
side.
next, yeah.
He says he is puzzled by why celebrities haven't signed up to be voice actors for Siri. It's a $5 add-on. You could buy Morgan Freeman. You could buy whoever, Salma Hayek, right? It's an easier, probably, as far as like recording studio time. Here's 1,000 words to say. Just say them. And then they get all the 100% of the royalties, right? Like anybody who wants their voice, they can just like install that thing. Like they did something like this back when there was GPS stuff, like Garmin's, you could have a couple celebrity voices or whatever, but like kind of seemed like a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's probably a no-brainer, but
Apple is like pretty proprietary about that kind of stuff.
exactly. One, Apple is probably not super sold on that, but also I kind of put it in the same category as like having a custom ringtone that you paid $2 for.
Right.
It's like a little bit tacky.
Well, have any of you guys used the Waze app where you can like get like Mr. T?
Can
Like,
you?
Yeah. And
Oh.
so it's like construction ahead. Stay alert, fool. Is
it really Mr. T? Not
And
just-
it really is like
That's awesome. I didn't know this was.
And I actually think that there would be a big market for that, at least as a value add in Siri. It's like, could you have Mr. T yelling at you?
That's what I'm
you know?
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was his point. It's like it's optional, but like if it's a couple bucks and like you can turn it on for a gag or whatever, it's like why not?
I like it a lot as a GPS add-on, actually.
Yeah.
Not so much. I think
Not as much as Siri.
it seems, just from a practicality standpoint, it seems unlikely that Apple is going to just let you rip out their technology and use your
The
own
beautiful
voice.
voice of Siri.
Doesn't seem likely, but your Google Maps and your Waze and like all these apps for GPS could contract with somebody, and I'm into that.
I'm thinking of Iron Man's AI. What's his name again?
Jarvis.
Jarvis. Yeah.
There's lots of that's what's
Some
his
cool
face?
English accent talking to you.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart. Okay, well, I think, gentlemen, unless anybody else has anything to bring to the table, I think we're gonna wrap it.
Sounds like a wrap.
Gonna give a quick shout out to, as always, Jesse Williams, Joaquin Carud for the music. Again, check out Jesse Williams' band Saves. It's always gonna be linked in the description. Andre, hit him with those socials.
Would love to hear from you first at idea@gostealthisidea.com, or check out our website, gostealthisidea.com, or follow us on Instagram and Twitter at gostealthisidea.
There it is.
That's the word.
Thanks so much for having me, guys.
Matt, did you enjoy your time here?
I really did. You guys are always great to be with.
Matt, I wish you all the best with this duck situation. It sounds like harrowing and heartbreaking.
if
I
someone
really
can-
hope things work out.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Because someone come up with an idea to help ducks in the foster care system.
Yeah, reintroducing them.
Yeah, let's please get some resources together on that.
Let us know, thieves, and we will catch you in the next one.
Later.
Use Scipio, the #1 engagement tool for sales teams that want more responses, appointments, and conversations. Message your leads and customers where they are on their phone. I'm not talking about phone calls. We're talking about true one-to-one texting. Use the code STEAL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. Use the code STEEL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. See you later, thieves.